What is up, y'all? Steinberg coming at you with part 5 of our Kingdoms of Amalur series. Let's hop into it here. Last time we ran with Brother Egan. We got the Selkie Vale and defeated Finna and Arbos, a couple of scammers. Also picked ourselves up a new quest. And that quest is going to be a little harder though than I usually take on at level 2. So we'll look at other options here. Matter of fact, firstly let's look at what's in this well. Yeah, it's just a finesse item, we don't want that.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Derry. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started. Hope you stay in town.
So that actually leads us to a relatively long quest line, so I'm going to save that for a little bit. And instead first, hop in here.
Nice to see you.
You there? Do you feel nauseous, itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done? Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon. If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well. I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Amalur Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe. Farewell.
And it actually ties in. I have the benefit of having played this game a little bit before, but it ties in well with a different quest here we can pick up in one of the other landmarks in Gorhart. So we'll hop over here to the inn. And then there's another kind of NPC over here called the trainer.
Come in, rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorehart Inn.
Early on, they can be a little out of your price range. Yeah, as you can see, we've got 1,200 gold, and he costs 15,000. With our challenge of, not buying and selling to merchants, this is going to be even more difficult. I may actually have to go through the entire game without getting any training, but we'll see. We'll see how it progresses.
We'll see you soon.
And in the meantime,
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn. Some may try to color it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur. You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word. Right then.
and so there's not a full overlap between these two quests, but part of Ost's commendation can be completed along with Nani Henry's debacle with her formula.
Stay close to the village.
And while we're around, actually, might as well talk to Ugnar over here. Now we're Scepter, Junk, and we'll take the rest.
Make it quick, I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorehart. I knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised. Delph will do anything to save his own hide, but hiring a sword to do his bloody work is disgraceful. If you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steel for steel. I used to be quite the scrapper. Didn't Delph tell you that?
In this one, we actually have a 95% chance of success, so hopefully Ugnar's trying to make something of himself. I like to try to spare him if I can.
You're right. I've spent years trying to bury my past, hoping to wash away my sins with an honest day's work. If I took the blood right, Red would own me once more. Take my dagger, tell him I'm dead. For the Ugnar Odgrey he once knew is truly gone. What is up, my friend?
Hello there.
Now we found another one of those hidden treasures. Yeah, that's another garbage scepter. Junk that. Longsword. Don't want that for this build. Anonymous journal. This is going to be another lore item. Add that to our junk. Well, that was easy. Another one of these, shrines that we discovered, I think, in the second episode. And we get a level up. Talked a little bit about, what's going to be useful with this build. Blacksmithing, I'm doing a challenge not to craft. Mercantile, doing a challenge really not to sell or buy. Stealth, we're going to be using hammers and scepters, so really not something to sneak. Stage crafting, again, if we're not crafting our own equipment, probably not going to be using gems a ton. Persuasion's always useful. Lock picking is fine, but I find for most locks you get around it just by being good. Thinking either alchemy or dispelling. We'll go with dispelling. Oh, I don't think I've even used this move yet. I'll have to make a point to do that. We'll grab a couple of passives, Hardy Constitutions for some additional health and elemental resistance, Adrenaline Surge in case we run low on health. This has a 30% chance to trigger, and then that'll give us an immediate health boost. And sorcery, let's go ahead and make our Stormbolt better. Oh good, reagent and some minor experience boost. I can swear, yeah, there's the chest. Oh, speaking of, a hard lockpick. Okay, that's definitely not the right spot, so this is probably going to be one of the extremes, I would bet. 50-50 shot, and it looks like, oh, maybe it doesn't need to be all the way. Yep, there we go. Finesse item, finesse item, finesse item, and we'll take the gold. Now the lore stone, as I said, I'm not gonna have all of those play through.
When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs.
Never noticed that before.
My father said that this is why when
See, that's what I like about this game. I've played it, I don't even know how many times, and I still discover some new things.
But I do not feel that way. I feel free.
So here we come to Agnor Far Hall, looking for Nani Henry's assistant. Got an average chest to unlock. Okay, once again, probably going to be an extreme. Alright, no movement on it, should be good. Staff, not what we're using. Mana regen, but I mean, versus 5% damage, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Jump that, I think. And now we'll talk to Karth.
What you doing down here? Don't you know Agnor Farhold is haunted by the spirits of the Arathi? So, are you foolish or just stupid? Oh, I see. The twisted gnome has found herself a champion. How delightful. Nanny always was a fool. So immersed in her work that she failed to see the deception before her very eyes. The Red Legion has her formula, because I gave it to them. At this very moment, they are moving crates of it eastward towards the city of Rathir, where they will fetch a high price. Poor Nanny. So trusting, so pathetic. Of course she can never learn of my ruse, can she? I'm sorry. No choice.
Ooh. So hopefully, with the next one, oh no, it's gonna be 2 enemies. Oh. 4 enemies, there you go. I was gonna say, hopefully I can do a better job of... Oh, here we go. And now we'll showcase that charge attack a little more. And you start to unlock these combos as you go further into those weapon masteries in the skill tree. They can really help to make, you know, the hammer in particular, which is a very slow weapon, they can make them quite a bit more effective in combat. Easy peasy. See about doing a little sniping with our scepter here. Ah. Didn't quite time it. Oh well. Finesse item, we don't want that. Minor flame guard. There are very few enemies in this game that do fire damage. Go ahead and add that to our junk. Reagent and a minor health regen, I don't mind that. Chakrams again, typically one of my favorite sorcery items, but not what we're doing for this build. These chainmail greaves do give better armor than what we've got on, but I don't want to lose that stun duration, so we'll junk those. There we go. Oh man, that last one was a lucky hit. Thought for sure I was early. Wow. Almost twice as much armor, but that +3 to might abilities is so nice early. I'll hold on to it and think about it a little more, but these are both finesse items. Oh, and we're out of room. Destroy everything, yup. Sorcery item, and then we'll take the other two though.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong.
Yes,
But that and this endless vacuity is horrible. The ancient ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world.
Couple of finesse items and then a longsword, which we're not using here.
Stream, they wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home for anyone.
Oh, and actually, before we go any further, I do want to clear up. I misspoke in the second episode, I think, third episode, when we went through the special delivery chest, picked out this set armor. So this doesn't actually scale with you if you open it. So what you want to do is get yourself to level 15 first and then open it, and that'll max it out. But if you open it at level 1, it stays as level 1 gear. Open level 2, it stays as level 2 gear, so on and so forth. But I know I saw on Reddit somebody was worried that they had kind of screwed themselves a little bit by opening this early, as I did. You tend to find good gear throughout the game, so I really wouldn't worry about it. Case in point, we just pulled that shield with 28 armor already, and if it wasn't for that +3 to might, I mean, that's so tough. But oh, and then this one too, huh? 0.1 health regen, and I mean, 1 mana regen is nice, but that's tough too. What's not tough though is the Selkie Veil. I mean, this is all mana stuff, so definitely junk that.
These are red leaf lands.
Great sword. If only there was in-game trading between players. I know my guy Cheese and Things would love that. Oh, just as much armor and ice resistance. Once again, not too many enemies that do ice resistance. We'll go ahead and junk that. This is a little bit of a fun area. If you have a bow build, you can hang out just at this little outcrop here and snipe down at these guys, but we're a little bit more melee based, so we'll go and attack them head on. Another great sword. This one's a good scepter, 39 damage. But we need to be 1 level higher. Oh, we'll hold on to that, and we'll get rid of the staff. Now here, we know for a fact we're about to run into a little bit of a group of enemies. So we'll go over to our consumables here, and why don't we pop one of these experience boosters. Oh, stinker. Now those experience boosters do run out pretty quick, so you want to hustle over to the next group of enemies. But of course, I'm a glutton for gear. Oh wow, that is a terrible hammer. We'll keep our thunderous hammer, and we'll take the 2 gear gem shards. A cripple spore cap and some sativa fiber, which aren't super useful. in the interest of keeping that experience booster active as long as possible, we'll pass by those. Finesse. Oh yeah, that's horrible. Same amount of armor, but that +3 might abilities. Oh, wolves, huh? Oof. And that finishes off our experience booster. Man, quit dancing around you. And now, as you see in the top left with the purple bar, we do have our Fate Shift fully stacked, but we want to get as many enemies together as possible before we activate that. These are just a couple of crafting things. Now we got this guy coming over here for no reason. Get out of here. Ooh. 7 health and lockpicking, alright. The stealth isn't going to be all that exciting, but that's fine. Anything's better than nothing. Longsword we don't need. Nah, only 4 additional armor, we'll junk that. Greatsword we don't need, that's a finesse item. Take that, we'll take that. Another Almond's Key, we talked about those. This is just another lore item. Junk that. What's a little bit frustrating at times, though, is if you see this this wall here, doesn't exactly blend in with the rest of this rock face. This is a hidden door, but you need, I think, level 5 of Detect Hidden in order to activate it. So you're not going to have this early game, and you end up coming back a little bit, doubling back to areas you've already visited later. Which is a little annoying, but...
cycles kept. The exploits of this maiden's role a burdensome and heavy toll. She lived among the mortal clans and bargained with their kind.
Ooh.
Throughout the town,
Poison.
in fear.
That actually is very useful. So we will take that and possibly allow us to deal some poison damage to stuff. Region over here somewhere. There we go. Another one of these whirlpools. We saw these plenty in the second episode. Oh, that's all freezing damage, but remember with our stun-based build, we want the lightning damage, so we're gonna junk that. Take the gold. And now let's see if we can aggro a good number of these people. For our fate shift. Oh, you're already fate shifted. Now get out of here. And so this is the part of Ost's commendation that kind of overlaps with Nani's. We got Oscar Crass Blade that we needed for him. Plus, we've got some crates around here that we had to destroy for Nani. Oop. There we go. Finesse item, sorcery item, we'll take those though. Oh, that's even less armor than what we've got. Forget that, and that's a finesse item. Oop. Missed this crate. And now we are all ready to return to Nani. Oh.
Hello.
Sup?
Everyone in Gorhart is talking about the attacks. They say that the Red Legion is receding back into the shadows from whence they came. It is all thanks to you. You found the formula and destroyed it. Now, you may think you understand the impact of this act, but you truly do not. You are a friend to this village and to me, Nani Henry. Take this. It is not much, but it gives you an idea of my gratitude. Farewell.
Greetings.
Greetings. Alright, y'all, and with that, that is going to do it for this episode. Hope to catch you all next time over here, Kingdoms of Amalur.